Yeah, it's a great pleasure for us to meet Dani Filth today in Switzerland. So, how it was your trip to come to Switzerland after the snow?
Uneventful, really. Uneventful because I was asleep for most of it. And in fact, we've only seen the snow for a couple of days because we were in Spain last week and it was warm, sunny. We had a few days off at a campsite, relaxing, and now we're freezing cold.
And now you're back in Switzerland with your recent album, The Manticore and Other Horrors. What can you tell us about this album?
Well, some people have said it's a bit of a return to form, a slightly sort of streamlined, bigger produced album. It doesn't follow a storyline as such, which is novel for us because we've done a few concept records of late. But it's a very strong album, or so I'm told, and it's doing very well worldwide. So yeah, very pleased about it. But I think fans of Cradle of Filth love it, will love it. And I think everybody else should check it out. It's certainly got a lot of heavy metal vibe to it.
Yeah, the fans and the people, they know you. It's a real Cradle of Filth album.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different, but still the stories, horror. Where we get the inspiration for such stories and songs?
I think inspiration just comes from everything. It depends. I've got a very unique, weird-looking house, and I live in the countryside, and mixed with some quite cool people. Watch a lot of horror movies. Just inspiration comes from all kinds of things.
You're also a writer, so you're full of inspiration about horror stories.
Yeah, I'm definitely full of something. That's for sure.
For me, it's the thing. You have the music with the story in your head, or it's what's first?
No, it's always the music. It's always been about the music. We all work together to create a song, and then if it's slightly incompatible with what I'm doing, we'll just slightly change it on whether. But it's always about the music first and foremost. The music generates the ideas, the feelings, the flavour for the song.
And you, as a multi-talented artist, what about the video production? How much influence you got in the storyboard for the video clips?
Well, quite a lot. We shot a video just before coming out on tour, in fact 2 days before, for a track called For Your Vulgar Delectation, which is the second video from this album. And it was me and the video director sat down weeks before, and we came up with this treatment which involved a woman that was a bit like Jill Valentine from Resident Evil, and she basically spends the video running away from these zombies, which she sets on. One gets set on fire, another one gets blasted with a shotgun, and we kind of play these weird necromancers that are moving these pieces across a board to try and intercept her. It's really gory, really good fun. But we have a lot of say in what we do. Ever since, I think, From the Cradle to Enslave, and then the subsequent horror movie Cradle of Fear that came out of that. Ever since then, I think it goes hand in hand with the lyricism and the artwork and everything like that.
So you really like also the cams for the movies, or it's different from the stage? What do you prefer?
I like both of them. I like everything that we have to do. There's not a huge amount of sort of things that a band really has to excel at. Lyrics, artwork, music, obviously, video clips, TV, radio, that sort of thing. So I just think it's important to sort of fully concentrate on each and every one of those and make sure it's as good as it can be.
Yeah, but it's not every band the same. You're one from the old school bands. You know all about what you have to do, and you do it by yourself. How hard is to manage today, also with the internet and everything?
Well, obviously it's a little harder, and what with the sort of financial climate that has struck Europe makes everything a little more difficult. But no, I think it's just as there's a wealth. as much as a lot's being taken away by the internet, whether it's being replaced by it at the same time. So I think it's, you know, as easy as it's, or as difficult as it's always been.
We look forward for next year. You plan a bigger tour with the album, or you work on the next?
First of all, we go to America for 8 weeks. America, Canada, parts of South America. Then we come back. We go to China. We're doing China and Indonesia and Taiwan, I believe. And then I think we're looking at summer festivals, and then another European tour this time next year.
Yeah. You just say about China. It's the first time you visit China.
It is actually, yeah. We did India not so long ago, so we're looking at doing all these really strange places. We did South America. That was quite an eye-opener. We did Russia last year. So yeah, we're looking for nice places to go on holiday, basically.
And from the fans, from the crowd, what do you get? What do you get for the feedback? What do you get from the crowd on tour from new areas?
I think we discovered that our fans are pretty madcap the entire world over. I think that there's not much difference between, you know, pockets of people the other side of the world to the same people that you regularly play for in Europe. You know, I think everybody's great.
Yep.
Yeah. Diplomatic.
Yeah, thank you about your answers, and
my pleasure.
Hope you enjoy Swiss people here.
Yeah, I always enjoy playing this venue. It's great. Food's awesome.
Yeah, and have a good time.
Yeah,
see you next time.
Thank you. Cheers.